Why rich people love debt. Have you ever wondered why some of the richest people in the world borrow billions of dollars, even though they already have enough money to buy almost anything they want? We've been taught our entire lives that debt is dangerous. Pay off your loans, stay out of debt, never borrow money unless you absolutely have to. So why do millionaires, billionaires, and some of the world's largest companies willingly take on enormous amounts of debt? Are they ignoring the rules, or are they playing a completely different game? The truth is, debt isn't automatically good or bad. It's simply a financial tool. Just like a hammer can build a house or smash a window, debt depends entirely on how it's used. Most people experience debt in a way that makes life harder. They finance cars that lose value every year. They carry credit card balances with high interest rates. They borrow for holidays, luxury items, or things that don't produce any income. Imagine buying a brand new car for $40,000 using a loan. The moment you drive it off the dealership lot, the car is already worth less than what you paid. Yet every month, you're still making loan payments plus interest. The car isn't paying you back, it's costing you money while becoming less valuable over time. This is what many financial experts call bad debt or consumption debt. It helps you consume today by borrowing from your future income. Now let's look at how wealthy people often think about borrowing. Imagine there's an apartment building that costs $1 million. Instead of paying cash, an investor puts down $200,000 and borrows the remaining $800,000. At first, that might sound risky, but here's the important part. The apartments are rented out. Every month, tenants pay rent. That rental income covers the mortgage, maintenance, insurance, and other expenses. If there's money left over after everything is paid, the property is generating positive cash flow. In other words, the debt helped purchase an asset that pays for itself. The investor didn't borrow money to buy something that loses value. They borrowed money to acquire something that can earn money every single month. Businesses operate in much the same way. A company might borrow money to build a new factory. That factory produces more products. More products create more sales. More sales generate more profit. If the additional profit is greater than the cost of the loan, borrowing helped the business grow faster than it could have using only its own cash. This is one reason many successful businesses carry debt, even when they're highly profitable. Now here's something that surprises many people. Some wealthy individuals borrow money even when they already have enough cash to pay for something outright. Why would they do that? Let's say someone owns $50 million worth of investments. They want to buy a $5 million property. They could sell some of their investments, but selling may trigger taxes. It may also stop that money from continuing to grow. Instead, they may borrow against those investments. Their investments remain invested. Those assets may continue increasing in value while they use the borrowed money for their purchase. If their investments grow faster than the interest they're paying on the loan, they come out ahead. Of course, this isn't guaranteed. Markets can fall, interest rates can rise, loans always need to be repaid. Using debt this way requires careful planning, substantial assets, and a willingness to accept risk. It isn't a magic trick. It's simply a different strategy. The biggest difference between how many wealthy people use debt and how many ordinary consumers use debt comes down to one simple question. Is the borrowed money buying something that puts money into your pocket, or is it buying something that takes money out of your pocket? If the answer is the second one, debt becomes heavier every month. If the answer is the first one, debt has the potential to become a tool for building wealth. That doesn't mean everyone should rush out and borrow money. Far from it. Debt can be incredibly dangerous when used carelessly. A loan used for speculation, unnecessary spending, or investments that don't work out can create serious financial problems. The goal isn't to have more debt. The goal is to understand what the debt is actually doing. Think of debt like fire. Used recklessly, it can destroy everything. Used carefully, it can power homes, cook food, and build entire cities. The same tool can create very different outcomes depending on the person using it. So the next time you hear someone say, "Debt is always bad," remember this. The richest people in the world don't necessarily love debt itself. They love what carefully planned debt allows them to build. The real question isn't whether debt is good or bad. The real question is, what is your debt helping you create? If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how money, investing, and economics really work, subscribe and join us for the next episode.